We celebrate what's good about Fresno and what's good about the entire valley. And to that end, we invited our next guest here, Betsy Champ, who's involved in something called the Linus Project. Now, you came here maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago with this Linus Project. You were making blankets.
Correct.
You alone. I mean, there's Linus Project is nationwide, but you,
nationwide.
Locally, you're the person you were making them.
I personally was making blankets.
Okay. And then tell us what you do with the blankets, first of all.
All of our blankets are donated to children in some sort of traumatic situation. Maybe the police has been involved, Child Protective Services, maybe they're in the hospital, maybe they're a sibling staying at Ronald McDonald House or Terry's house locally. Maybe they're in foster care like Mary Graham up in the north end of the valley. So a wide variety of organizations, including trafficking. Children get trafficked too.
Somebody, child is in a traumatic situation, maybe being taken care away from their parent, and somebody, a policeman or somebody, Child Protective Services, hands them a blanket. And this blanket is so soft. If I was in trauma, I would want to do that. And that's the idea.
That's the idea. It also gives our responders something tangible that they can. It's the way they explain it. It's something that's attractive. It's something that's inviting. It's something that's comforting, but it also gives them a little bit of distance with the victim or the child that's involved. But then they're able to talk about, okay, maybe the tiger on this one.
Yeah.
Gives them something really safe and neutral.
Can you imagine being a 4-year-old kid and the police are taking your mother away and
don't make me cry.
They're waiting there for Child Protective Services
Yes.
to show up and pick up the kid. So in the meantime, somebody has this. Are they like in a baggie in the back of a police car or
Yes.
something like that? They pull it out of the baggie and just give it to the kid.
And it's there.
Yeah, Betsy cries a lot about this
Thank
stuff.
you.
So
I do.
it's okay though.
I do.
Now, so over the years you've been coming here, you weren't the only one doing it around here anymore.
No, we have a lot of volunteers in the valley.
There's a couple in Fresno. Then you started another community up the road a little ways.
Well, Central Valley chapter, and this is exclusive, you get to be the breaking media.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. The chapter used to go from Stockton to Porterville. And you see that used is very used to. We have new coordinators through part of the valley now. We have one up in San Joaquin County. So Dee's doing a great job up there. And now that there's somebody real close, real local, it has caught fire.
Wow.
We have a new coordinator in Fresno and Madera counties.
Oh, my goodness.
I haven't disappeared yet.
You're still here.
Elena is just taking the blankets by the truckload.
Oh, my goodness. So you have a new person handling this area.
Handling this area.
Which is a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm still down in Kings and Tulare County. And for the interim, I'm still servicing the middle counties. And we are definitely looking for a coordinator up in that area because I'm out of compliance with Project Linus because I do not live in that part of my chapter now.
You live in the Fresno area.
I live in Kings County.
Oh, in Kings County. Okay. Oh, so you're kind of managing an area that you're not even supposed to.
Yes, I'm babysitting it right now.
But there's a need, and you're filling it.
There is a need. And
so you need a coordinator for that county.
Desperately need a coordinator for that county. We've had schools step up in the last couple of weeks. We've had businesses step up in the last couple of weeks.
Who are helping to make blankets.
Who are having blanket days on their own.
Okay.
We have just in the last few months tied in with Joanne Fabric and Craft Stores nationally.
Wow.
And they are having at every one of their stores this Saturday, the 16th, they are taking part in our National Make a Blanket Day.
Wow.
So drop into any of your Joanne stores anywhere, and they've got blankets ready to make.
So you can make a blanket this Saturday, February 16th, at any Joanne Fabric store. And there's a couple in Fresno or just one?
There's one in Fresno, one in Clovis,
okay.
One in Visalia, one in Merced, one in Modesto, one in Manteca, one in Stockton. Wow. And that's just the area that used to be.
Okay. Now, I always think of a bunch of women in a sewing circle, but anybody could do it. I could do it.
You could do it.
You think I have the skills?
I know you do.
I'll just go to Joanne's.
Well, let me look and see. Did you tie your shoes today?
Yeah, barely. No, I have slip-ons, actually. So, yeah, well, how sexist of me. Anybody could do this.
We have everybody from little kids that can barely scribble. Sometimes we have quilts that are made out of child art,
I've seen those. Those are
all the way
fun,
up
yeah.
to professional artists,
Okay.
to award-winning quilters and crocheters.
Now, just tell us the
Knitters.
process of making a blanket. Some people would get together and they have material, and then what?
This one is an easy one. You just take 2 layers of fleece, trim them up, cut a 4-inch corner,
Okay.
trim 1-inch strips all the way around, tie the top to the bottom.
They just tied a whole bunch of little knots.
Little knots,
So
the
not a-
top to the bottom.
Okay, and it's a really fancy-looking blanket.
They
The
are.
way you describe it, it's not that hard.
No.
And look at this little label that says Project Linus on it. That's kind of fun. Now, so all these are made. Did somebody actually knit these? Crochet 'em?
I
don't
think
know.
this one's crocheted. I know this one's crocheted.
Okay, there must be a difference between crocheting and knitting that I don't know. But
Crochet is with a hook.
okay,
Knit is with the 2.
okay. So let's talk about this coordinator position that you need. Now, somebody has to, they're making blankets. They got to go somewhere. Somebody needs to coordinate that.
Yes.
Getting them from all these different volunteer groups that are doing
Yes.
them, and then get them into the hands of law enforcement or
Yes.
whoever needs to end up with them. And that's kind of what the coordinator does, I guess.
That's it. And
I bet they ask a lot of questions. Somebody says, we want to do a blanket making, and they want to ask you, where do we start? How do we do it?
you can call me, and I would love to tell you how it works. If you're in one of the newer chapters, I'll refer you to them after I give you my 2 cents worth.
So you need a coordinator now in which area? You said certain counties.
Merced, Stanislaus, maybe only 2.
Yeah, we have a lot of viewers in Merced County and
Definitely.
Stanislaus County. Is there? You have Madera County covered.
Yes.
And I guess where's Chowchilla? Is that Madera or
Madera.
County? So that's pretty well covered. There's a coordinator.
Yeah, it's a little farther north
Okay.
of Chowchilla,
Okay.
all the way up to Manteca.
All the way to
Manteca
Manteca,
is
yeah.
the farthest south in San Joaquin County.
Well, let's do this. If you're watching and you just want to get involved in some way, you can call Betsy Champ at the Linus Project. And but maybe if you're looking for a way and a place to volunteer, you could be the coordinator for one of those counties.
You could be, and if you'd like more information on that, please do give me a call.
Okay. And there's also burnout in coordinators, so there needs to be a little bit of turnover. So if you're interested, maybe you could be an assistant coordinator or something in a county and
Assistants are great. too.
getting ready to
I
step
have-
up to the next level.
I have a great assistant coordinator in Kings County now.
Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice. So what else should our viewers know?
If you like to work on your own or in a local group, please do make your blankets. You can drop them off at any of the Joannes.
Oh, that's great. I don't think
They're
we knew that last
No,
time.
you
Now,
didn't.
Now
No,
the
this
blankets
has
are
all
made.
been new.
You make one, or maybe you and your family make a couple. You take them to Joanne's, leave them there. Better yet, go to Joanne's this Saturday, February 16th. Any Joanne's, anywhere
Any
in
Joanne.
California or the nation, probably,
Anywhere in the nation.
and make a blanket there. Can you have too many blankets?
Sadly, no.
You can't have too many. I bet
Can't
there's
have too
always
many,
a
no,
shortage.
too many.
Anytime there's somebody and there's a child in a traumatic situation and there's a public service person and they
Yes.
turn and they don't have a blanket, that has to be sad.
Especially if they're aware of them.
Yeah.
If you're in the Fresno Clovis area, any place surrounding, they are having, it's not me anymore, they are having a Make a Blanket Day at Sierra Vista Mall in the community room again this year, I believe.
Okay,
Is where it is.
that's coming up. So get involved. This is a thing that isn't that you want to be. Everyone wants to volunteer and do something in their community. This is something that isn't just so onerous, or you're not out picking up trash or something like that. You can do it right at home and call in some friends. If you have a little service group, brownie troop, or Cub Scout or Boy Scout troop, that'd
we
be a
have
great
Eagle
project.
Scouts that make huge projects out of this.
Wow. Now, these all seem about the same size. Are there certain standard dimensions? I'd say this about.
That's probably about 50 by 60 because that's what size that material was.
Okay.
We try to keep them pretty uniform between 36 by 36, so they're baby size,
Okay.
all the way up to twin, because our kids at Valley Children's are twin size.
Yeah, they're big kids. Well, look at here. Email Betsy at Central Valley Project Linus. I always say Linus Project, but it's Project Linus.
It originally started as
And
Linus Project.
Tell them why it's called Linus.
Linus from the Snoopy's cartoon carries his little blanket around
Linus
all
always
the
had
time.
his blanket. Now, and there's a web address too, projectlinus.org. That's for the whole national.
That's national, so you can get your local chapter information off of projectlinus.org.
Go to projectlinus.org, call Betsy Champ at 246-7956.
And we'll connect you.
And I'm going to see you at Joanne's Fabric. If you're watching, go to Joanne's Fabric this Saturday.
This Saturday.
February 16th, and make a blanket. Could be a lot of people's first blanket. We'll be back with more seniors.
Take the kids, too.
Take the kids. Take your senior. Take your, you got a senior living with you. They would love to do that.
This is, most of our volunteers
Our seniors.
are seniors.
Okay. We'll be back with more seniors issues right after this.